must admit, I wasn't entirely confident that the bar guest would be taken alive, but if anyone could do it.
And now you will do something terrible to the beast?
Not necessarily. The barrier protecting Dr. Banner's facility functions on a simple premise. Only demons can pass through it, so all we need is a way to disguise the hunter as a demon.
I told you before, I am not turning that dog into a cape.
And I told you it is not a dog. Besides, I don't think a cape will be enough.
You wouldn't dare.
My hope is that we can synthesize a facsimile of the bar guest's skin to fool the barrier without harvesting the creature itself.
This really is a bizarre plan, even for you.
If you want to reach the Gamma Accelerator, this is our best and only hope.
More importantly, Doctor, is reaching Wanda. I don't like it, but if the creature must be sacrificed for her...
Having this much demonic energy concentrated on you, Hunter, is not an insignificant risk. I just hope your collar can withstand...
Let me worry about that, Doctor, after you have proven out your plan.
Have you come to vent about Strange's plan? I did my best not to be rude. To his face, at least.
You do not believe it will work.
No, I don't. But I do know that Wanda is on the other side of that barrier, and the Doctor may be our only hope of reaching her.
He cares about Wanda too. Do not forget that. Stark may be after this Gamma Accelerator, but the Doctor is clearly focused on Wanda.
That's why I did not rip apart his idea from the beginning. I know we both want the same thing.
It could be worse. You could be the one who has to actually wear the dog armor.
True. You are the guinea pig once again. Thank you for the talk, Hunter. I feel slightly better about our chances.
Can we please just get this research going now? Because that thing is looking at me all wrong.
The creature is restless. The sooner we start our research, the better.
What happens to the creature after you are finished?
That is up to you.
See that you do not hurt it.
I'll do my best.
I saw you petting it this morning.
You are mistaken. I was taking a blood sample.
Oh, does that require feeding it a fistful of treats?
It needs to eat, Tony.
I did not think church was your style, Daywalker.
Actually, it's Eric. Eric Brooks from Harlem.
I do not have any other name. It is just Hunter.
Really? I thought you'd have some old formal-sounding name like Benedict or Archibald.
Afraid not. I was born a weapon and raised as one. I'm guessing that is why Caretaker chose to just call me Hunter. She did not want to give me the impression I was allowed to be human.
Well, Sarah isn't exactly known for her warm parenting style. Can't say my mentor was much better. He was hard on me too. Wanted to make sure I survived.
You had a mentor?
I wasn't born this cool. Someone had to teach me. His name was Jamal Afari, a vampire hunter. He gave me the name Blade. He used to take me to church on Sundays when I was a kid. Taught me right from wrong.
Well, if it means anything to you, he did a fine job teaching you morality and ethics.
Sometimes I think the difference between taking the high road and slumming it in the gutter is having someone who believes in you enough to lift you up. He could have killed me, you know. And he would have been within his rights to put me down too, but he didn't. Jamal was the first person to look past the fangs and see my humanity. Trained me to control my darkness so I could become the vampire hunter I am today. I guess what I'm saying is, you deserve that same benefit of doubt. You may be a demon child, but I see the human in you winning.
I would like to extend the same sentiment to you, as a friend.
I don't need it, but I'll take it. It's good to have someone keep you in check.
What happened to this Jamal Afari? Do you still keep in touch?
No, I killed him.
Why? What happened?
He asked too many questions. Just kidding. You keep showing me I can trust you, and maybe I'll tell you the whole story someday. But for now, I just want to let you know you're not all bad, Hunter. Just half bad, and that's good enough for me.
During my last meditation session, my thoughts turned to you, and I wondered if you had some wisdom to offer. I steered Earth's mightiest heroes through esoteric cataclysm and mystical strife before, but now I see myself dimmed in their eyes. With the loss of the Sanctum, is it possible that I am the last Sorcerer Supreme?
All your experience makes you a stable voice in unsettling times.
Yes, I held the fate of many in my hands, but the Midnight Suns don't trust me. The Avengers fear I am so fragile that a single misplaced comment would shatter me.
Leaders cannot always see the path ahead, and I still follow you.
1 out of 3 isn't bad. None of us wields control. We can only swim through chaos, gathering what we can preserve. My ego relished being the sole calm eye in the midst of unholy tempests. Now, perhaps I find all eyes, including my own, look to you. You remind me of the Ancient One. Or perhaps I must learn the same lesson over and over.
So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I do not like it, but I can live with it.
That's where I'm at, as long as it's just a night. Alright, let's do this.
Lead the way.
Tonight's ritual will prove to be an absolute treat.
Caretaker rarely displays her true power.
Haha, raw power is nothing without the precision to magnify it. Tonight, we bear witness to a master. I confess my ignorance as to her methods is quite thrilling. A rarity for any Sorcerer Supreme.
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
I am ready.
That's all?
Yes. When do we start?
As soon as you want. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle. Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation,
I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind
No.
you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
What did Lilith mean about your true self?
We are finding more questions than answers.
True, but we have someone here who can help decipher them. Sarah knows her sister better than anyone alive. Perhaps she has insight on what Lilith meant.
I will talk to Sarah.
Sounds good.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know from personal experience. If you have trouble sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
You died predictably.
You sound disappointed.
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of starving weasels tied around your face. Anything but demon powers.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be more to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self, can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes. You and Lilith. With the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book. Maybe the power was too much for her to control.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body. I didn't ask where, and didn't want to know.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
Not knowing was the hardest part of my return. I feel better.
Good. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
That's all we had. You taking off?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Hunter, go check out the forge. We made something pretty amazing for you.
We, Tony?
I helped.
Yes, with the name.
And they call me a credit hog.
I have something for you.
Oh?
Here you are.
You are good at following direction.
As I had hoped, the bar guest's dark energy is exactly what we needed to pierce the demonic barrier.
What is our next move?
I've created a suit of armor from it, tailored to fit you and only you. In theory, it will allow you to walk among the Lilin. I just hope it fits. It certainly looks impressive, doesn't it? I've decided to call it the Demon Child suit.
A very fitting name, Doctor. On many levels.
I was hearing a lot of eyes in there, Doc. Thought this was a we scenario going on here.
Yes, Tony provided some assistance, of course. Particularly with the name.
Yeah, well, forgive me if I'm not used to having my combat suits try and take a bite out of me while I calibrate them.
It is an impressive, if not pungent, creation.
Speaking of, I suggest you make use of the suit while the components are still fresh. That should maximize the protections against that infernal barrier.
Understood, Doctor.
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
Hunter, what is that hideous thing you're wearing?
Hideous? That's harsh, even for you, Sarah.
It, smells. And what is that leathery material it's made of? It looks like it's made from the skin of...
Rabid demon dog? Pretty much terrifies me just looking at it. But if it can get Hunter here through that demonic barrier keeping us out of Banner's lab, I can deal with my existential terror over Strange's creepy meat suit.
Barrier? I thought we discussed this.
Oh, we did, Sarah. We just decided to go another way.
Hunter, we need to talk, and we need to talk now. So, I see you, Stark, Magic, and Nico are heading to Banner's lab, despite my objections.
We are.
But I said no, and I said it loud and clear.
Well, this is what we have decided to do. Best accept it.
It's not like any of you are giving me much of a choice.
Afraid not. I am sorry, Sarah, but you cannot stop us.
No, I suppose I can't. Fine. Go back to the lab and get Tony's toy.
Thank you, Sarah.
While you're there, if you happen to encounter Wanda, don't make the mistake of going easy on her. I assure you, she won't hold back on you.
Then I will not hold back either.
Glad we're on the same page. I was afraid you were going to say that you still had hope for her. But I know you have better sense than to jeopardize yourself for someone who is beyond saving. Well, at least that armor looks as sturdy as it is macabre. It should give you the protection you need. Good luck out there. I hope Tony's accelerator is worth it.
Ugh, Hunter, that suit. Is that the doggy armor Strange tailored for you?
How does it look?
You have to ask.
Well, it makes me feel like Vlad the Impaler. Ferocious and formidable.
How you feel is all that really matters. But I was thinking more along the lines of ridiculous, not unlike Strange's plan.
I thought you wanted us to find a way to break back into Banner's lab.
I do. I just think wearing a hellhound skin to bypass a demonic barrier is something you'd only see in one of Nico's zombie movies.
If you have a better idea, Magic, now is the time to propose it.
Oh, getting defensive. Cute. Sadly, I do not have a better idea. At least not for the moment. But if on the off chance you happen to breach the barrier and make your way in, maybe I can find a way to help you out.
What do you mean?
I don't give a damn about the accelerator. But I do give a damn about Wanda. So if wearing that monstrosity gets us closer to her, I will do everything in my power to help get her back. Promise me you will do the same.
I swear.
Good. Now get out of here. And don't come back until you bring back my friend. Be careful out there, Hunter. I want both you and Wanda back safe.
Okay, we don't have much time, so I want to run down what you need to do to pull off this purification spell. First and foremost, you gotta say the words to the incantation freaking precisely. Like every single syllable needs to be on point.
What if I stumble over them?
Something bad might happen?
Define bad.
Oh, I don't know. Like accidentally summoning a huge horde of zombie penguins to descend on New York? But that's why you memorize the words to the incantation. You do remember them, right?
Never fear, Nico. I got it all up here.
Okay, so what are they?
Huh?
Come on, let me hear them.
Ego sum tenebris, et veniunt in domum suamiu bet dominus.
And the last line?
Domum domini precepta iur.
Hey, you remembered all your lines. Not sure you would. Maybe we have a shot at saving Wanda after all. Okay, there are a few more important details we need to go over. First off, don't say the incantation before you see Wanda. You have to wait until she's in sight for it to work, okay?
Got it.
When you do start to say it, she should start to become disoriented. You're gonna have to repeat it 3 times before she's gonna be subdued enough for you to drain the corruption from her. Absorbing that much dark energy into your body is gonna be intense. I just want to make sure you're up to it.
Nico, you should know by now that I am no stranger to dark magic.
Yeah, I know. The dark arts are your thing. I just wanted to double check. Because this is not just Lilith's corruption you're going to be exposing yourself to, but you're going to be using freaking chaos magic to purify it. The only other person in recorded history to do what you're about to do didn't make it.
I do not need to be reminded of that.
Right. Sorry. I want Wanda back more than anything. I just don't want you to fall trying to get her back. I've already lost enough people I care about.
You do not have to worry about losing me, Nico. I will be fine.
If you say so. So, this is it, huh? Just wanted to say, I believe in you, Hunter. You got this.
Thanks, Nico.
Now, bring our girl home. Oh, and Hunter, if for some reason the spell doesn't work, please don't hurt her. No matter what happens, remember, Wanda is still in there. Somewhere.
I still cannot believe I am letting you go through with this.
I cannot believe that smell.
Oh, that. Genuine pine. Ran out of new car in Vanilla Nella. You're welcome.
Are you ready?
Someone is. She has been all over me ever since I put this thing on.
Yes, there may be some familiarity between your hound and several of the components we procured to create your suit. Right. Shutting up.
Stay there, girl. I will be home soon.
I will hold it open for as long as I can, but...
You told me. One-way trip.
Something must be generating that barrier. Take it out, and I swear we'll get you home.
Any time now!
Charlie, no!
Wait!
Charlie? Have you lost your mind? You know better than to jump in a strange portal. How did you get past all that demonic energy? Right. Of course. Demon dog, demon energy. Well, now that you're here, just lead the way. Must be working. They cannot see us. Good girl. Exactly. I believe that machine is the source of our demonic barrier problem. Now, I will deactivate it, and you will be incredibly quiet. Agreed? Do not give me that look, Charlie. I have seen you run from your own tail. I was not expecting someone to be in the machine. Lilith must be desperate if these are her best. Realize the trouble you are in, friend. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. This is a serious predicament for you. Banner has delved into the darkest magics to create this technological monstrosity. Let us hope some corner of his mind is still his own. Just like old times. They cannot possibly match your strength. Too weak for this fight.
It is time. Join us.
We must destroy that machine before they send even more to defend it. I am trying. consider it done. Your mother abandoned you. We have survived worse situations than this. I am afraid you might not make it back from this one. I am by your side. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous. I am impressed. You're not out of the woods yet. The barrier is down. I think it worked. Maybe too well. Any ideas, girl? Banner's device. The key to so many doors. Such a brilliant mind. Now so twisted.
You have no idea. Hunter. The others abandoned you, didn't they? Sent you off on a fool's errand and left you to die. I know the feeling. You don't have to answer. I see it in your mind. We both know Mother will never leave you. You will never have to be alone again.
They are not alone, Wanda. Neither are you.
I know.
Magic.
Never underestimate the power of Limbo. I'm glad to see you too, Charlie. Nice move. Not a problem.
Mother will never let me fall. I think your turn. Your story ends here.
We must try to purge the darkness from Wanda. I know you can do it, Hunter.
She is stronger than any common Lilin, but I will try. Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better? You had your chance to escape. Feel my call. Walk in the light.
The future is already hers.
reputation.
Her will. Wanda, I know you are still in there. This is not you. Lilith is not your mother.
Listen to your friend before it is too late.
Gloves are off. How could you do that to a friend?
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
I didn't ask for your help. Do you even... Let's finish this.
Moving on me.
I understand now why there is such fear surrounding Wanda's power. She is strong.
We can't give up. I know this is
I had heard you were more than just a gatekeeper.
That wasn't very hard.
Let Lilith's control melt away.
Whatever works for you.
No change in plans?
You must remember me, Wanda. Lilith is only using you.
Ready up.
As they say, it gets the job done.
Here know she's secretly a badass. Oh, you suffer for that. That won't make this easier for you. But I thought we were friends. Mother, protect me. Mother chose me above all of you. You seem confused. I am the instrument of her wrath.
Still want a fight?
I've heard a great deal about Wanda, but now I finally see her power with my own eyes.
My power is not
Hold that sword with great composure, Magic.
I won't forget this. That won't stop me. How could you do that to a friend? But I thought we were friends. I won't forget this.
very effective.
This is the only way. Stay right there.
Lilith will be disappointed in your efforts.
You should have listened to her.
I do not feel so good. This shall be of great help. never strong enough to face me. I will bring you into the light.
Tell him who sent you.
The light will carry you onward. The light is on our side. Welcome assistance. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
Agatha was right. The power I feel from this Scarlet Witch. It almost reminds me of my mother. You make that look almost too easy.
Let's do it. You can't stop me. Completely done. That won't stop me. Mother guides my hand now. Lose yourself. No one will remember you.
Your friends do not want to hurt you, Wanda. They care about you more than you understand. Their time is short.
Just as the stories told us, you are strong.
Some for the rest of us.
Thank you, friend. It's about time.
That'll make this easier for you. You don't understand her purpose. From order comes chaos.
They keep after me. A change of mind?
One way of making your presence known.
I guess the gloves are off.
There are worse things than death, and I can make them happen for you.
Mother is the only friend I need.
It seems they have brought more friends.
No one escapes.
great deal about Wanda, but now I finally see her power with my own eyes.
I am. Mother will never let me fall.
Now that was something. What is happening? A Pyrrhic victory at best.
Please. We don't want to hurt you. Hurt me? Hurt me? You will never hurt me again! Giving up again. Of course you are. It's what you're best at, Ileana. I am not giving up on you, Wanda. None of us have. None of us ever will. Save your lies for Agatha.
Ego sum tenebris, et veniunt in domum suam juvet dominus.
That passage. You can't save her. No one can.
Ego sum tenebris, domum domini praesenta ior.
Do you have any idea what you have just done?
I'm not so sure anymore.
Yes! I knew you'd do it.
Welcome home.
I don't know what state Wanda's in just yet, but we need her head in the game on our side.
Hydra mystics can't stop a little limbo portal. Color me not surprised. I think it's going to be a shade of purple.
It is all right. I would be scared too. But I want to assure you, I am not going to hurt you.
But what if I hurt you?
That is not going to happen.
But I was...
It is okay. You are still just a little confused. It will pass. Wanda, you are back at the Abbey. With your friends.
Wanda.
I know we have met before, but they call me the Hunter.
Sorry, I don't feel like myself.
It might be a good long while before you do, and there is nothing wrong with that.
But I feel wrong. The things I did.
Lilith made you do those things. They were not your will.
But it felt like my will. Until you. You were the one who absorbed the darkness from me, weren't you? You brought me back.
I did.
How are you still standing?
Okay, enough with the third degree. I know what we should do. Celebrate.
Celebrate what?
Your return, duh.
I'm sorry, Nico, but I'm tired. I should probably get some sleep. It's been a long time since I've slept.
Yes, you should rest. We will talk in the morning. Love you, Wanda.
Love you too.
You did well back there, Hunter.
We must treat the Demon Child armor with the utmost care.
I just wanted to thank you for what you did for Wanda tonight.
Did you just say thank you, Ileana?
You lifted the curse your mother shrouded her in. But now for the hard work.
What do you mean?
Scarred flesh heals more quickly than a scarred soul. It will take her a long time to recover from this, if she ever does. I don't know if I've recovered from my traumas. Not fully, at least.
But it is our traumas that make us more powerful, Ileana. What do they say? A broken bone only heals stronger.
If that's true, then I should be unbreakable.
And if that is true for you, think of how much Wanda will grow as she heals. How much more powerful all this will make her.
I like that idea. I just hope it's true. Okay, I said my thank you. Good night, Hunter. Be well.
Banner really let his inner Basquiat loose on those walls. I can't say I'd purchase it for more than 10 grand.
Wanda's caused us lots of pain, but do you think it's gauche to make her a welcome basket? Oh, you freaking did it, Hunt! You brought her back and you didn't totally screw it up. I hope you know, what you did tonight means a lot to me and the rest of the Midnight Suns. You, reunited our twisted little family of outcasts and, we're never gonna forget it.
That was quite an ordeal my body, mind, or spirit will not forget anytime soon.
Hey, at least you all got out of there alive, huh? It feels like the worst of this is over.
What makes you say that?
Wanda's back. Everything is gonna be better around here now. Just wait and see.
I thought I'd seen it all. This is really something. Oh, I wish I could see Banner's face when he realizes we swiped this thing back from him. Do you think I'll get a "curse you, Stark" fist shaking in the air? It's kind of cliche, I know, but I'd still love it.
Many of us contributed to retrieving the accelerator, Tony. It was a group effort.
Of course, success has many fathers and all that. But we nailed him, and Banner took it on the chin, and he can't even hit back.
I will leave you to enjoy your prize, Tony.
Thanks. I just gotta figure out the best way to get this thing into the forge. Gonna be up all night with this baby.
I think I'm in a bit of shock.
Wanda?
Well, yes, of course, Wanda. I can't believe she's standing here in the Abbey among us again. I wish I could have joined you at the lab to be part of the homecoming, rather than merely bystander.
Your feelings of regret are valid, Stephen. We all want to save the day. This just was not your day to save.
It could have been, though, if only I believed Wanda could truly be rescued. Well, I think the wisest thing would be for all of us to get some rest. We can assess the situation with clear eyes tomorrow.
All right, then I guess I bid you good night.
Good night to you.
I am a complete and utter fool.
How so?
Before you left, I warned you not to show Wanda any mercy. And what did you do? You not only showed her mercy, you brought her back with you. I don't know what to say.
It is a lot to take in all at once. Take time to sort your feelings before saying anything.
It is a lot. Almost too much. I thought when Wanda fell to Lilith, that would be it. I'd never see her again. I thought her fall was inevitable. I just keep thinking about what might have happened if I hadn't pushed her away.
If only you had controlled your feelings, this whole debacle could have been avoided.
This moment is emotionally tough enough as it is. You don't need to go turning the screws.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes. Give me time alone to think. That's probably the wisest move for all of us.
You have done it. You've returned one of my children home. My Wanda. You have done the impossible, Hunter. You've removed corruption and saved a soul, and still managed to keep yourself intact. You are indeed a wonder unto yourself.
Taking on corruption makes no difference when you are the only child of the Mother of Demons.
I know you already feel corrupted by Lilith. You might even think that makes you impervious to it. But I want to remind you that you're not. You still risked yourself today. And no matter how much I love you for it, I still worry about you.
I wish you would not.
Can't help it, dear. I did not think you had it in you, child. Pulling your fallen comrade from the foul clutches of your twisted mother. You must be so proud.
Actually, pride is exactly what I am feeling.
I thought as much. Would it surprise you to know I am happy for you as well? Not for the loss of my Wanda. Thrust back into the arms of those who cast her away to begin with. Still, as upset as I am over her loss, your misguided efforts have borne fruit.
Yes, I saved my friend.
You did so much more. We both know my energy cannot be purged. Bruce was right. There is only one possibility. You absorbed it, didn't you? There is no need to answer. I can feel it. As well as the new crack in your collar. How long do you think it will hold now? At last, the barriers between us are crumbling.
Oh, I found one of my favorite records and I thought you might like it. Or at least be polite enough to fake it. Anyway, we'll get some more quality one-on-one time. It's a little retro, but so are you. So, what do you think?
Lively, frustrating, angry, but liberating. Reminds me of how I feel towards Caretaker sometimes. I like it.
Oh, I knew you'd get it. It's grunge. It's what happens when you mix the nonconformity of 80s Seattle and tons of punk and rock influence. You get awesome bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, making something super authentic with this messy, dirty sound. It put Seattle on the music map. I used to listen to it repeatedly during my I can't believe my mom stabbed me phase. As you can tell, she was a great mom, didn't leave me scarred at all. Like, why have a kid if you're gonna get rid of them when they interfere with your dark arts and crafts?
I know how it feels. It sounds all too similar to my own experience with my mother. Except that I had a head start on coming to terms with her evil nature. I cannot imagine being caught off guard.
Yeah, it turned my world upside down. I thought I was a normalish kid from a normal family. Sure, they had their middle-aged boomer issues, but I thought they loved me. But they didn't.
What is done is done. But I see you are still carrying it with you. Do not be afraid to go wherever you need to in order to find peace.
Roger that, Hunter. Okay, no more of this downer talk. Time to listen and let the sounds of angst carry you away.
Hunter, is that you? Oh, it's you. Hunter, right? Sorry for, last night.
No need to apologize. We have all been through ordeals that, well, leave us feeling less than ourselves.
I appreciate the patience. Wish I had more of it for myself. I didn't really get any sleep last night. I just sat up and stared at the moon. Is it weird that I think she's going to be waiting for me in my dreams?
I have trouble sleeping for the same reasons.
Guess she's got her claws in us both. I can feel them scratching. You may have taken me from her yesterday, but she still wants me by her side. Just like she wants you. There's, something I need to tell you. The moment you drained the darkness from me, I had a vision.
What vision?
The only way I can describe it was an ancient temple with tentacles etched in stone, reaching up and out like they wanted to strangle the world. I think it was the Temple of Chthon.
I had the same vision.
You did?
What does it mean?
I don't know. But my premonitions always come true, which is why you have to let me help you stop this one.
Are you sure you are up to it? You do not need more time to rest and heal?
You want to help me heal? Let me serve Lilith the revenge she deserves for what she did to me. What she did to us.
Let me think about it.
That's all I ask. I'm not as fragile as I look, you know. I'm up to it.
I just want to make sure you are well, Wanda.
I don't think I'm ever going to be well again. But I can make sure everyone else is. I'm talking your ear off, aren't I? I don't mean to keep you.
Actually, I would like to know more about you.
I would like that too.
I want to know more about you.
All right.
Tell me your story, Wanda.
My chaos magic came to me when I was a child in Transia, defending my father from a mob. I quickly learned how much humanity can fear what they don't understand. My twin brother had talents of his own. When the mob came for us, we fled and never looked back. We used our talents to survive, and eventually transcend our lot in life. But Pietro and I disagreed on how.
Where is Pietro now?
Still in Transia. He believes in a world where mobs don't menace children who are born different. I am not so optimistic.
If he stayed in Transia, where did you go?
All across Europe. I reinvented myself, lived a quiet life, and explored the limits of my magic. That's how Agatha found me. That's when I learned the source of my chaos magic. She offered to bring me here so she could teach me how to refine it. We had so many plans.
Can you give me insight into your magic?
Chaos magic is inherently dangerous, for it is the same power wielded by Chthon himself. It is magic forbidden to the Sorcerer Supreme, for its nature is unpredictable and its touch corrupts. But not for me. I leave no stain on reality, and I have used it effortlessly since childhood. I am the exception to the rule.
Why is chaos magic so dangerous?
If I desire it, I can alter reality itself, or destroy it. And despite what I believed, I can lose control. That's what happened with Agatha.
Can we talk about your journal, detailing the Abbey's mysteries?
Oh my. I'm so sorry.
For what?
Those were all notes to myself. I'm surprised they make any amount of sense.
They do not. Not really. Could you help me decipher them?
I'm sorry, Hunter. Those journals were what led to Agatha's death. I can't be a part of that. Not anymore.
I had questions about your life after the Abbey.
Such as?
What is it like to be an apprentice to Dr. Strange?
I'm still getting used to it. After Agatha, I never thought anyone would trust me with magic again.
A powerful wielder of chaos magic. Why indeed?
That's not how I see myself. I don't know if I'll ever be more than a lost kid from Transia. I wasn't worth Agatha's attention, so why his?
It sounds as though you do not want to be his apprentice.
No, it's a great honor. I learned so much in such a short time. I don't think I can live up to the idea of apprentice to the Sorcerer Supreme. Yes, Hunter?
We shall speak later, Wanda.
I look forward to it.
Hey boss, head to the forge. There's something you need to see. It's not Strange in his pajamas, though I will let you know if that happens. He has these matching slippers with curly toes. A real Santa's elf vibe. But that's not relevant. Come to the forge, okay?
Lilith has had the advantage for far too long.
All right, Hunter. Let's get to work.
Of all the gamma accelerators I've seen in my life, this is definitely the gammaest.
That was a hell of an operation. Snatch and grab and a rescue. I score that a big win for everyone.
Indeed, a much-needed victory on many levels.
No argument here. Question is, what do we do now?
You don't need to worry about a thing, friends. I've got it handled. I can't tell you how great it feels to have the Gamma Accelerator back. Seriously, total game changer.
You are welcome.
But we can't start passing out the party favors quite yet. If we don't find Johnny Flametop and grab the Parchment of Power, this thing is just a glorified barbecue lighter.
Seems like you've got this whole thing planned. I'm impressed at how you always seem to know what to do next. Always 10 steps ahead of everyone.
Well, I have no shortage of ideas. It's executing them that's tricky. I try to keep a little notebook on hand to jot down ideas as they come up.
Fascinating. Did you write this whole plan down in your notebook when it occurred to you?
Well, sort of. It just says, oh my god, we have to find Johnny Blaze or we are all going to die horribly. I underline the word horribly.
And if we do get the parchment, you really think you will be able to stop the prophecy?
My appreciation of magic is evolving quite a bit thanks to you. It'll be tricky, but I think it's possible.
Whatever you are planning on doing, you should move quickly. Our time is running out.
Like I said, we're halfway there. Just gotta find Blaze, grab the page, blow it up, and next thing you know, we're kicking back on my yacht in the Bahamas. No matter what, though, this whole thing has already been completely worthwhile.
Oh? And why is that?
Because right now, I'm looking at the Gamma Accelerator, and Bruce Banner is looking at an empty spot where the Gamma Accelerator used to be. All we need now is the Parchment of Power.
Concentrate steam to Mount Temple to stone to Kathmandu.
Of course. I was worried you might forget to bump into me today.
Good day to you, Hunter. Today is the first in a long while I haven't awoken to see doom clouds gathering on the horizon. It's a refreshing change of pace.
We successfully retrieved the Gamma Accelerator and brought Wanda home. No wonder your mood is lighter.
I'm so glad we kept the accelerator out of Lilith's hands. Although Tony's notion of stopping the prophecy is doomed to failure because the only thing that can stop Chthon is Chthon. But that's a worry for another day. Today is about optimism.
I have misgivings about Tony's plan as well.
I'm not going to try to put a stop to it because we need every chance we can get. I tried to explain to Tony that Chthon is not a problem that can be solved. It is as old as time. It cannot be stopped.
And what did he say to that?
He smiled and said, "Watch me."
I would like to talk more, but there is still much for me to do.
Too much, but I appreciate the time you gave me. Be well. I'm not sure how to even pick up the Gamma Accelerator.
You wanted to speak?
I see you, Hunter. I notice what you've been up to.
And what have I been up to exactly?
Bad things. Very bad things. The worst. You should see the look on your face. I meant that in a good way. You're embracing the darkness more and more every day, owning it, but not letting it own you. And more importantly, you're proving to be quite a good friend.
I am touched and honored to be considered a friend to you, Ileana.
Just don't let it go to your head. For years in this realm, I felt out of place. I was a sorceress who used the darkness within her for the cause of light and life. No one understood me, and most people were terrified. Then I met the Midnight Suns, and they showed me how to make a home in this world. It never felt right for a bad girl like me to fight with the good guys. Until you showed me how.
You have shown me a lot too, Ileana.
Perhaps, but I haven't told you everything. My time growing up in Limbo was difficult. The creature who brought me there, his name is Mephisto.
The Prince of Lies? The Great Corruptor? Master of the Realm of Lost Souls? That Mephisto?
The very same. He sought to blacken my soul with corruption, forced me to hurt, to curse, to kill. I hate what he did, what he made me do. But without it, I am not the person you know. And I would never have met you. Am I a monster for being grateful it happened as it did?
Of course not. A terrible creature inflicted pain on a friend of mine. Worse, he made her think it was her own fault.
It was my fault.
He was always the monster, Ileana. Never you. That is what I see.
I do not agree. But I trust you. I shall consider what you said, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for listening to me, friend. So, do you think Stark can pull this off?
It's a risk. A big risk.
I think the guy's a genius, but come on. It feels like we're pushing all our chips on this one bet.
If he manages to pull it off, our prayers will be answered.
And if he doesn't, we gotta be prepared for hell on Earth. You want in on this discussion, Hunter?
The weird vibes around.
Cap and I were just having some words about Tony.
I hear a bit of hesitation in your voice.
The thing is, I've seen Tony like this before. He becomes fixated on one idea to the exclusion of all others. Sometimes the results are great. He can split a molecule and make it rain in the Sahara. But considering the danger we're all in, we can't afford to have anything less than absolute perfection. Otherwise, I'm afraid too many people will die.
I have complete trust that Tony knows what he is doing. He said he would find a way to let me battle Venom, and he did. When we needed to get through the energy barrier, Tony helped make it possible. I have learned not to doubt him.
No one's got a perfect track record, not even Tony Stark. We need to be prepared for when one of these plans inevitably goes bust.
So what do you plan to do? Are you going to confront Tony?
I'm not sure what that would accomplish. Our skepticism aside, no one wants this plan to work more than we do. We'll just have to cross our fingers and hope, like everyone else. Here's hoping Tony can pull this off.
I smell tension. The Midnight Suns are starting to feel like a real positive force for good. Even though we've got several witches and demons on our team.
Caretaker's not happy today.
Let's say we get to it.
There you are, Hunter. I'd like to speak to you, if you have a moment. I understand you spoke to Wanda this morning. Tell me, how is she faring?
Strong and determined, ready to resume her fight against Lilith.
And you trust her?
I do, and so should you. You owe her that after you wrote her off.
Yes, I suppose I gave up on her long before she fell to Lilith. I just thought she was lost to us, beyond saving. No one has been purged of Lilith's corruption before. I didn't think it was possible. But you and Nico made it possible. This isn't easy for me to say, but I'm sorry for ever doubting her.
Who you should really be apologizing to is Nico.
Yes, I know. I just don't know if she would accept an apology from me at this point.
Do it anyway.
I can't help but ask, what was it like, purging Wanda of Lilith's corruption? Did you suffer any strange effects I should know about?
Now that you mention it, I have noticed some subtle changes.
What do you mean?
I do not know how to say this, but
Yes. Go on.
I think I am growing horns and a tail.
I laugh, Hunter, but I shouldn't. And neither should you be joking about such matters. At least your sense of humor is still intact. We will all need it in the days to come. Well, that's enough of me monopolizing your time for now. We'll talk more later.
The Abbey is a very different place than the one I left.
How so?
With all these people, it's not crowded exactly. It certainly feels more alive.
The Abbey was always too empty. This is how it was meant to be.
Yes, it's better, I think. For the first time, I feel at home. One of my favorite activities.
Ooh, now that Wanda's back, I feel like the band is finally back together. Can't wait to get some one-on-one time with her. Miss that witch.
Go easy on her, Robbie. She's been through a lot. It might be a while before things go back to normal again.
Normal? Since when were we ever normal? But Nico is right. Wanda might not be as social as we would like her to be.
I just want to make sure she knows that we love her and are happy to have her home.
Maybe start slow with something familiar, like a movie night.
Blade, you just read my mind.
Wow, really? What am I thinking now?
You must have a mind for it to be read, Robbie.
I meant let's have a watching party in Wanda's honor.
I think she's really gonna like that. We doing this again?
Oh, hey, Hunter. Back from saving the world.
May I join you?
You can sit over there. Forgot how relaxing it is to just zone out and watch a good movie.
I can see why you and Nico are so close. You have much in common.
Yeah, we do. Now that you're here, you might as well join us.
That sounds lovely.
All right.
Wanda, are those three women witches?
They are.
They do not seem like witches.
That's because they don't know they have powers. Yet. And if they did, they would be wise to hide them.
It would seem you have much in common with them.
What gave it away?
Well, you are a witch trying to fit in a world that fears what you represent. A world that looks at you and...
Hunter.
Right. You are being sarcastic. Like Nico, or Ileana, or just about everyone else here other than Steve.
Oh, so you made yourself at home? If there is one thing I know for sure, it is that power frightens people. And when people get frightened, well, you know. You literally lived around the times of the Salem witch trials.
I was a young child, but yes. Caretaker and Agatha were terrified of being found out in those days.
I know the feeling. Sometimes I just wished I was, you know, normal. Things would have been easier for me growing up.
There are also times when I wonder what my childhood would be like if...
If you weren't born, you?
Basically, yes.
Agatha always encouraged me to accept myself, but then... You know what? I don't want to distract you from the movie. We're just getting to the good part.
Are those witches actually charmed by that awful man?
Well, he is the devil. Sort of.
Then why do they not just turn him into a toad or banish him?
Because they're good witches, Hunter. Like I hope to be one day. Thanks for coming out to meet me.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you a question, if that's all right.
Ask away.
Why are you being so nice to me? I mean, I was your mortal enemy at some point, and I was the one who... You know, with Agatha. Wasn't expecting you, of all people, to warm up to me.
It is hard not to. You are a very intriguing person, Wanda.
I am?
Why else would I be spending so much time with you?
It's just... Not sure if you noticed, but everyone seems to be afraid of me around here. Everyone except for you, that is.
That is not true. Nico and Magic are not afraid of you. And neither are Robbie or Blade, for that matter.
Yeah, they are. They just don't want to hurt my feelings by showing it. Anyway, I just wanted to say, thanks for not hating me. Or something along those lines. I'm glad you're here.
You too, Wanda.
We have a tough choice ahead, Hunter, and I could use your input. Do we have the Apocalypse canceled party in Malibu or New York? Still not sure about Blaze or Wanda for the guest lists, but if there's someone's +1, I'll have Happy look the other way. Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So, just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment. But a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
I did not think Tony was capable of an apology.
Oh, if he wasn't, I figured the Avengers would have kicked him out years ago. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. I'm ready to put this together. How about you?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
I am ready to go.
Don't get in the habit of relaxing like this. Our enemies don't take the day off.
Do not worry. I am always on, always ready.
They say I'm wound tight. You can't white-knuckle the apocalypse, kid.
I thought you said we could not relax.
I said don't get in the habit. If you're always on, one day you'll snap in half. And that's good for no one but our enemies. Did Charles tell you I like these? I just wanted to say I appreciate you leaning on me out there in the field, but I feel you deserve fair warning. Associating with me too much can be hazardous to your health.
Hazardous? What do you mean?
I mean Sabretooth. He's killed everyone I've ever been close to. Girlfriends, co-workers, casual pals. He even killed my mail carrier.
This Sabretooth seems to have an unhealthy obsession with you.
He's obsessed with misery, and inflicting it on me and anyone who comes close to me. Nothing scares me much these days, except getting close to people. Because when I get close to someone, bad things tend to happen to them. So, I guess what I'm saying is, thanks for being a pal. And watch your back.
Forgive me if I'm being too nosy, Hunter, but I'm curious to know what you think of this modern world you find yourself in.
You want honesty?
I would settle for nothing less.
It is a lot to take in. The sights and sounds. Everything is more intense. I'm still struggling to understand it.
I'm not sure I understand it all myself sometimes. I get lost in a grimoire. The next thing I know, I look up and the culture has completely changed on me.
It all moves fast.
I don't even bother trying to change my hairstyle. I could be outdated in an instant and Tony would tease me endlessly.
How do you hope to keep up with everything happening these days?
I do not concern myself with it too much. What's important will find its way to me. The rest will fall away on its own.
That seems wise.
It's still a big world, Hunter. If you try to focus on everything, you will only get lost. Please excuse me.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Wow, the books in this place are something else. Did you know that there is an entire section about spiders and the occult?
Did you find anything interesting?
You bet. My top two have to be a scroll about a fire-breathing spider Cerberus, and a nice haiku about a furry spider spirit that eats people's toenails.
Thanks. Now I know to never read those.
Actually, all this reading got me thinking, and there is something I wanted to run by you. With my spider roots, and the spiders being so occult-adjacent, apparently, who knew, I can maybe be a good fit for the Midnight Suns. I'm not asking you to pull any strings for me or anything like that. I just want your honest opinion as a friend. Do you think I'd make a good candidate?
Are you sure you want to join the Suns? I always pegged you as someone destined to join the Avengers.
Oh, don't get me wrong. The Avengers are amazing. Tony Stark, Doc Strange, Captain Marvel, heck, Steve Rogers. All these people who saved the world at least 3 times have been great to me. but I'm not sure if I really fit in with them, you know? Not the way I fit in with Robbie.
I see. You want to fight alongside your friend.
100%.
Well, I am sure you can figure out how to make that happen.
One last question.
Yes?
If I read these books here, I'm not summoning any demons or evil spirits, right?
Have you been reading them aloud?
No?
Do not open your door to any knock that sounds unnatural or inhuman, and you should be fine.
No inhuman knocks. Got it.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
After you.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
If you haven't already, you should welcome Logan. Can we start?
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His mistake was making decisions to elevate his own standing instead of his troops.
Makes sense. The better they do, the more he gets credit for leading them to victory. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
For less capable people, that sounds far too rigid a way to lead.
Yeah, I find it's best to leave some wiggle room. Give your people objectives and the resources to achieve them. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
It cannot be as simple as you make it sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle. And you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan #5, The Last Queen at Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
What I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would.
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
On your way out?
I should leave.
Peace.
Hey, Hunter. You seen Cap around?
Should I be looking for him?
No, this is good. I've been playing pranks on everyone.
Pranks?
You know, jokes. Trying to keep everyone on their toes. Plus, it's fun. I hid Cap's America's #1 dad mug someplace he'll never find it.
You could always go one step further.
Oh yeah? I'm all ears.
You could replace the communal coffee with the stuff Caretaker drinks. It is basically dirty water.
That's decaf. It's awful. I'm in.
We will give them a week until we reveal ourselves.
And take credit for your idea? Nah, I'll leave that to you. So long as it's simple and in good fun, I'm gonna keep causing a little mayhem.
Keep it fun.
That's the plan.
Hey. Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
It's not just the Southwest. Look. A rise of Hydra movement in Eastern Europe.
Are you seeing...
Holy disturbance in the Force!
Not too holy from the feel of it.
Quite the reverse.
Wake up, kid. If you're getting this, well, we gotta have us a little conversation. Ghost Rider to Ghost Rider.
I'm listening.
In person. Here, at the Mesa. And I need your pit crew too. Counting on you to bring them. So don't screw it up.
I think Blaze is feeling bad about blowing me off earlier.
I do not think Blaze feels much of anything.
Do you think Blaze wants to apologize?
Doubt it.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. If we don't come back with the parchment this time...
We are going to come back with the parchment, one way or another.
What do you mean something is up with Limbo? More soulless? A little more detail would be appreciated.
That's all the detail I can give. But do not worry. I'll stay behind and figure out what's going on.
Please do. And next time you sense some kind of danger with Limbo, come talk to me about it first.
Korasho Blumir.
What did you just say?
Just tell the team I will be watching over them.
Always on the hunt, right?
I'm learning a lot from you. Like how to avoid multiple sword jabs in rapid succession.
Hear Blaze out, but don't agree to anything. Most importantly, get that page.
Don't look at me like that, Rox. Time for this story to end. One way or another.
Ghost Rider to Ghost Rider. Just like you said.
And your crew. Good. Because I got us a plan. You wanna stop that nasty mama of yours? Stick with me. And keep your traps shut.
Who in the 10 hells do you think you are?
10?
I'm the guy with the answer to your prophecy problem.
Damn!
We good now? After you.
What the hell?
Worse. Limbo.
Oh, crap. Is that...
Mephisto.
Johnny Blaze, you made it. I'm impressed.
Wait, what?
You're doing the right thing. Can't have that hunter of yours running around off-leash, can we? He's leaving you in good hands. Well, not good. You understand.
Okay, I get it. Actually, I don't. What's the plan here?
Hunter's written all over that page, kid. Further we keep him from the midnight sun, the better. And this place is further as it gets.
So, what? You dump him off in hell with the freaking devil?
Limbo with Mephisto.
There's a difference.
You do realize I can hear everything.
Bastard wants Cathan back less than we do. Count on that.
Coward. You two deserve each other.
Hate me all you want when we get home, kid, but it's the only option.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
He's got a point, Johnny. Our arrangement was for you.
Don't get cute with me, you people.
Oh, I'd love to see the look on his face when he gets back. But, first things first. Let's see if you're worth all the fuss, shall we?
I hope you don't mind a little diversion. I promise it won't be any worse than what Lilith had planned for you. But here we are. Here you are, child of the blood.
Hell's greatest impostor. Always too cowardly to face me himself.
Your time will come, Ryder. But today, my interests lie elsewhere.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. something match your strength. I am impressed. Feel my call.
It's your time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Show no mercy.
Is no one else concerned about where we are?
It may look like hell, but don't believe your eyes. Your suffering begins. I am the spirit of vengeance. An eternity of suffering awaits.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Just like old times.
The light is on our side.
I am empowered.
I've encountered all sorts of unusual beings through the ages, but you, little hunter, are something truly unique. Your very existence is against the rules.
Your words are meaningless to me, demon.
You'll come to understand me in time. They always do.
Now that was something.
Vengeance is near. Damn you to hell.
I cannot possibly match your strength.
Vengeance has come.
It is nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
Not that it matters, but here come their friends.
Though I had heard your little team was making trouble up there for this.
You haven't seen anything yet, but your time will come.
Return to your mother. You were unprepared. Their time is short.
Your power comes from a devil.
some for the rest of us. We're a friend in need. This is a serious predicament for you. Welcome assistance.
Is that the best you've got?
Pathetic. No mercy for this. Next time, run while you still can.
That's the last of them, but stay on your toes.
Already your efforts send shockwaves across the multiverse, Hunter. Your mother will be so proud.
I am just getting started.
Good. So am I.
Usurper! You forget. You are not the ruler of Limbo. I am!
Ileana, nicely done. You always were so gifted.
So gifted, you stole me from my parents. Twisted me into a living weapon until I cast you from this very realm?
I mean, yes.
This is starting to sound familiar.
I have reopened Blaze's portal, as well as a few others. Leave, now. Mephisto and I have some catching up to do.
A minor inconvenience.
Of course.
I thought I had lost you, child. I am pleased you... The page! He carries the page. Retrieve it for me!
Come and get it.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. I hope you've got some fight left in you.
Punishing.
On that, we are agreed.
Should I be afraid? As they say, it gets the job done.
impressed.
Once again. I am ready. Powerful sorcery. Excellent. This will have to do. You would sacrifice yourself blindly for Lilith? You are more foolish than you look.
My servants join the fray. Fall before me.
Of your victims. They have chosen their fate. War daughters of Lilith. How many will she damn to hell?
My mother will sacrifice any and all of her children to achieve her goals.
How sad.
That's it. Be happy you can still draw breath.
Behold the light's gift.
You have my thanks.
do not stand a chance.
The darkness builds within you, Hunter.
I am. Looking at me now?
I'm getting tired of these distractions.
Then send them back to Lilith in ashes.
You read my mind.
Ready?
I suppose it's something.
I will make you regret that.
A change of mind?
We've done it. Excellent work.
I can already feel that page twisting inside me, you know? Who's to say I won't?
You are not Blaze, Robbie.
But I led you straight to him. Played right into his little game. If Ileana hadn't been there...
But I was there, Robbie. As you are always for me. It is time we go home.
I'm gonna find him. Blaze. And when I do,